Hey, yo, what's good with it, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Wilson. And you are now tuned in to Wilson Block 100 Radio. And today, man, we bringing you the Wilson Block Magazine, issue 73, okay? And we back, you know what I'm saying, for another, Wilson Block Wednesday. And, I just want to take this time to go over, you know what I'm saying, what's in the Wilson Block Magazine, issue 73. And, I got to say this, man, it's really a challenge putting this thing together at this point, man, because it's just really a fight for my time, and it ain't like people really supporting it, you know what I'm saying, but you know why I do this, man, I do this because I gotta exercise my creative engine, okay, and, help some artists out in the process, and, I'm calling it the Wilson Block, But without further ado, let's talk about issue 73. Okay, we got reggae musician Hosny Bronx on the cover, in an exclusive interview with your boy as he talks love, music, and culture, And Hosny Bronx has a lot to say, I encourage y'all to check out the interview on the ThaWilsonBlockMagazine.com or download the magazine. It's all in there on a spread, Issue 73, we got art and architecture tours. We got the podcast, coffee versus tea versus cocoa versus cappuccino, And that's Wilson Block 100 Radio stuff. How black women and Latinas have reshaped pop music. Jeru the Damaja, Stephen Van Zandt, and more. And let's go ahead and, we got the conceptual street sign photography links in there, Go ahead and check out the collections. You can advertise in the Wilson Block Magazine. And we got Wilson Block 100 monthly charts. Okay. The entire broadband and mobile industries are suing the state of California. Go ahead and check that out. The future of Fuller Theological Seminary in Pasadena remains pending, as, they up and left and went to Pomona. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's what it is, man. It's your boy, Mr. Wilson. We got the contents page. It's your boy. I'm the publisher of the magazine. I'm the editor, the designer, the content curator, and the scout. And, yeah, man, this page is pretty cool aesthetically, you know what I mean? And, we got 25 hot articles for you, for you to click and check out on the Wilson Block Magazine. Discover local artists, musicians, and entrepreneurs. We got the Supporting Local Artists, episode 14, featuring Chris Webby, Don Q, A Boogie with the Hoodie, and more. Okay, the links are all in that description. We got Bing Bing, download his music, check him out on Facebook, Instagram, SoundCloud, at the Bing Bing, THA Bing Bing, all one word. We got Listen to Life in Crooklyn by Planet Hank, featuring Jeru the Damaja, Buckshot, and AZ. Okay, the audio. It's a pretty cool cover art. Life in Crooklyn is off the underground producer Planet Hank upcoming EP, Night Before Purgatory, dropping next month. Featuring Benny the Butcher, Conway the Machine, MOP, AZ, Cannabis, Chris Rivers, DJ Evil, D, Styles P, Cool G Rap, and a few more. You can check it out on iTunes and Bandcamp right now, or download the Wilson Block Magazine and get a bar. And how black women and Latinas have reshaped pop music. As part of Turning the Tables, NPR Music compiled a list of 200 greatest songs by women and non-binary artists in the 21st century. As the list took shape, it became impossible not to notice that the songs in the canon share a common backbone. Many of the songs, and more namely the song's creators, owe their catchy, joyous, triumphant, sexy, strong, aching, resilient ethos to black, Latin, and Afro-Caribbean musical roots. From streaming to radio, influence of Latin, Caribbean, and R&B music is apparent across all modern genres in the new millennium. And go ahead and click to read more on that. I thought it was a pretty cool article. And, we're all about reviving and preserving local culture, especially for the urban culture, okay? So, I thought that was, right up our alley, and we went ahead and published it, okay? W Hotels launches its own record label, introducing W Records. Higher-end hotels are a tricky business, with money-eyed clientele responding to lots of finer touches. So how about a custom-crafted vinyl LP from an artist sponsored by the hotel itself, who also happens to be playing in the lounge at 8? I don't know. That's what the things say. But, I just thought that was some interesting news. Go ahead and click, link in the, not the link in the description, but click the article on the page, to learn more about it. Pasadena Heritage discovers Madison House in 1976 film. This past summer, Pasadena Heritage staff discovered that the Madison House, bequeathed to us by the Madison family and used as our offices, made an appearance in Goodbye Norma Jean. This 1976 film by Larry Buchanan is based on the life of Marilyn Monroe, played by Mistah Misty Rowe. The film opens with a scene depicting the Madison House as a foster home, one of many that Monroe spent her childhood in. Both the exterior and interior of the home are captured in the film, and Pasadena Heritage staff were amused by what has and has not changed since 1976. Many of the Madison's possessions remain, as they were donated to us along with the home. And you can click the link right there to continue reading that. It's pretty cool. Steven Van Zandt, okay, streaming is a disaster for artists. A disaster, okay? And I agree with that personally, okay? Legendary musician, rock and roll curator, and actor Steven Van Zandt says the rise of streaming has been seriously detrimental to artists. The rise of streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music Unlimited, and Pandora has worsened the lives of artists, according to one of rock and roll's most celebrated musicians. Steven Van Zandt, a member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and a core member of Bruce Springsteen's E Street Band, was a keynote interviewee at the recently held Making Vinyl conference in Detroit. You can go ahead and click the link on the page right there to check out more about that. And then we got our cover story, okay? Hosny Bronx talks love, music, and culture, an exclusive interview with Mr. Wilson. And it's a nice 10-question interview, you know what I'm saying? And it's put together pretty well. And go ahead and check it out and let me know what you think, man. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out for Hosny Bronx for submitting the formal artist introduction. And, doing this exclusive interview with the Wilson Block. You know what I'm saying? It means everything, you know what I mean? And it's an honor to have featured you. And, you know what I'm saying? We're proud of this cover right here. We got art and architecture tours of Union Station, led by Metro Art Dawkins. The free tour covers Union Station and architecture and spaces not generally open to the public, including the historic ticketing hall. Additionally, the tour explores artworks located in the Gold Line portal and inside the Metro Gateway headquarters building. Reservations are not required. Click to learn more, okay? And then we got the Coffee vs. Tea vs. Cocoa vs. Cappuccino podcast, where me, your boy Mr. Wilson, talks about the differences in how hot drinks affect my performance throughout the day. And, depending on what I may be doing, whether I might be, striding down the street or, working on a computer or, anything like that, playing some basketball, what have you, And William Carey campus to become EF boarding school. In April, William Carey International University sold its 15-acre campus at 539 East Howard Street in Pasadena to Education First, a large private international education company. The new owner plans to establish an EF Academy International boarding school at this location. On September 17th, the City Council received information on EF's plans and responded very favorably overall. Prior to the hearing, Pasadena Heritage submitted a letter to the Council expressing support for the project as proposed at this early planning phase and offered a few recommendations. And click to learn more about that, you know what I mean? Hey, man. Just be yourself. It's your boy, Mr. Wilson. I just want to thank y'all for tuning in to the Wilson Block, you know what I'm saying, it's Wilson Block 100 Radio, about the Wilson Block Magazine, issue 73. And this is the issue on the week of October 24th, okay, 2018. And it's Wednesday, man. I just want to thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for supporting local artists. And if you do listen to this podcast, it's because you support local artists, man. And, I still find time to put this thing together, man. And, in a minute, man, I'm about to start going city to city throughout the country, seeking local artists to feature and interview in the Wilson Block Magazine. What's your story? What block you on? Tweet your street at the WilsonMAG, because it's your boy, Mr. Wilson. And, I got to get back to real life, man. But thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. And I'm out.